You see, I got this testicle on my forehead. Hello, Testy.
I got her addicted. That's a win, Jeezy. I got her addicted. I go in deeply. I got her addicted. I'm the MVP. Addicted to it, addicted. Gang time. It started with a model and a bottle full of vodka. Hey. Sophisticated woman, and she say that she a doctor.
DJ Finesse.
I got a pretty woman, sexy on her own, and later on she texts me on the phone, said, I know you're young, but come show me your grown. Had Sex in the City.
Trey so far has put out 5 albums, and all 5 albums I love. However, there are some albums that I love more than others. The new era, the 6th era, is called Timeless, which is so fitting because he is so timeless. Get it right, he's right here. Look at his abs though. Got to touch his abs. Look at it. That is amazing. How you doing, Tremaine? Yeah. There's a few albums that I love more than others, so I'm gonna give you my least favorite to my most favorite. And let's get into it. My least favorite album out of all the albums is Trey. Now, before y'all hoes cut my head off, let me explain. Because I understand that a lot of you became diehard fans because of the Trey Day album. Whereas with me, it just took me the first one and I was done. But I understand that it didn't really catch on until the second album with the Can't Help But Wait and Last Time and all the great singles that came from that album. But I'm going to tell you why. Trey Day, to me, out of the 5 albums, was the weakest. To understand that, you would have to understand me as an angel and what sets me off. With Trey, it's not good enough for me to just like a song. I have to be in fucking love with the song. I have to go off the very first time that I hear it. I can't just be like, oh, that was cute when it's over. You know what I'm saying? So in other words, I have to love the song instantly for me to consider that song a great song from Trey. I can't just like it. There's only, out of 12 songs on this album, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 4 songs, maybe 5. It's like 4 in a possible. Out of 12 that I absolutely love. And the songs are We Should Be, that's my favorite off this album. Role Play. Yeah. Can't Help But Wait and Last Time. And The Possible is Wonder Woman. So basically all the singles except Missing You, because I don't really count that as a single. I just count that as like just a viral video that he had put out. But those other 4 songs that I mentioned, including Wonder Woman as a possible, are the only songs on this album that I loved from the first moment that I heard it. Then there's one song on here that I hate. I hate Grub On. And it's not just because it's written by R. Kelly and I don't like R. Kelly. It's not just because of that. The song is stupid. Like, I mean, when I was young, like when it first came out, I was 18 when this album came out. And I thought it was funny. I didn't take it serious. That's what I'm saying when I said like it was stupid. Like I didn't take it serious. Like I liked it because he was talking about blueberry syrup and strawberry syrup and treating a bitch like she IHOP. It was funny. I thought it was funny, and you know I'm a silly person, so I like silly shit. But as I've grown and as I've gotten older and I would listen to the record, I fucking hated it because it just sounds so stupid to me. I don't like that song. But the other songs, No Clothes On and Long Gone Missing and uh, Fly Together, Store Run, I like those songs. I don't necessarily love those songs. I don't cherish those songs. But, you know, I liked it. During this era, it was like a really fun era because we got the Trey Day everyday vlogs. This testicle on my forehead has got to go. But when he sung Gotta Go and he was like, fast forward, gotta answer dry eyes, girl, don't cry. Like, he is so stupid. Only he would be like, fast forward. And I remember they kept saying October 2nd, October 2nd. It was supposed to come out June 12th. And I'm gonna tell you why I remember that day, because I went to Cheltenham Mall on June 12th, and I went to FYE, and I went to go to the R&B section and look for my baby Trey Songz album, and that shit wasn't there. You wanna know how fast I ran to MySpace to vent my frustrations? I love the Trey Day album. I think it's a good album, but of the 5 that Trey has put out, it was the weakest. And think about it. Seriously, think about it. Go through the songs, listen to the lyrics, listen to the arrangements, listen to everything, and just break it down and compare it to the other albums and see if you don't agree with me. Let's move on. My 4th favorite album from Trey Songz is none other than Passion, Pain, and Pleasure. Passion, Pain, and Pleasure, 914, go. And this album was really, really good. However, I must admit I've been a prisoner of the moment when it comes to Tremaine quite a few times. And 3 years ago, or 2.5 years ago, if you want to be like more precise, when this came out, you couldn't tell me this wasn't the greatest Trey Songz album I have ever heard. I said it was better than Ready. I said it was better than Trey Day, which I truly mean. And but I never said it was better than I Gotta Make It. I was going off. I'm like, I'm here for the interludes. I'm here for the red lipstick. I'm here for all this shit, right? And the way he's singing, I'm here for Can't Be Friends. And I'm like, damn, you know, this came what's the year? This was like 13 months after Ready dropped. Again, I have to love every single song the first time I hear it. I have to go off the very first time that I hear it. And I said it was a classic album and you could listen to it from top to bottom. And I meant it. I meant it. I don't feel as strongly about this album as I did back then. I don't. But I still feel that it's a great album and you could listen to it from top. However, there's 2 songs on here. No, just one. There's one song on here that I hate, and that's You Just Need Me. I hate that song because it doesn't sound like Trey. It sounds generic, and that's why it's the last fucking song on the album, and I wish it was never on the album to begin with because it doesn't fit and it wasn't necessary for this project, and that's probably why I put it at 4th. However, I don't hate it as strongly as I hated Grub On. But Blind, I didn't like that song originally, but it had to grow on me, and it did. I do kind of like Blind a little bit. It was better. Passion, Pain, and Pleasure, the first 15 tracks, you could just play it from top to bottom. It's a really great album. And so 7 out of 13, let's say 7 out of 13 songs on here, I absolutely, positively love. From like the very first moment that I heard it, I just freaking loved it. I love what he was trying to do with the album, because I remember when he was promoting it, he was saying it was all of your favorite Trey Songz moments into one album. And it was kind of true, because Can't Be Friends reminded me of the first album. Unusual reminded me of Trey Day. Unusual sounds like something that would be on Trey Day. Doorbell and songs like that, and Massage is something that could be on Ready. So he wasn't lying. It was a great album. My favorite song on here is Made to Be Together because he sung his effing ass off. My only thing that pissed me off was, oh, what was her name? Was it Sasha? When she kept talking about, oh no, please baby stop, and making Trey repeat himself over and over again, that shit pissed me off. I did not like that. This album is special because this was the album where he introduced his official fan club. But anyway, we were officially called Angels. His diehard fans were officially called Angels when this album came out. So September 14th is our anniversary, and that's when this album came out. So this album is extremely special.
Hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl.
My third favorite album, Ready. Look at God. It's self-explanatory. Ready era. Now the Ready era, not just the album, but the era, was the best Trey Songz era ever. My boo did some push-ups. My boo cut them braids out his head, even though it kind of broke my heart a little bit because my lifelong dream was to grease his scalp with blue magic. He just transformed. First he was I Need a Girl. Then the second one after that was Invented Sex, right? Yeah, it was Invented Sex. And you know how classic that video. My boo set trends. Understand, these R&B niggas wasn't putting out mixtapes until Trey started putting out mixtapes. Let's get that understood. Wink, wink, you understand. So yeah, so he's a trendsetter. So nobody really put out really sexy videos in this millennium until Trey did it. Because once Invented Sex came out, then you saw the No Bullshit video. Raheem DeVaughn do his Invented Sex type of video for his single. Then you recently you had Neo do Lazy Love and his video. Then who else did it? Who else bit? I don't know. They must have been super irrelevant. I don't remember. But Trey started that shit. I think he had 7 singles off of that album. You had Neighbors Know My Name 1, Invented Sex 2, I Need a Girl 3, Say I 4, LOL Smiley Face 5, Successful 6, Side of the Bed 7. Yeah, homie had 7 singles off this album in a year, my nigga. Ugh. Like, this era was just everything. And you know, the risk that he took was great, and there's not a song on here that I hate at all.
I'd like to welcome you to chapter 5.
My second favorite Trey Songz album. This is chapter 5. The reason why this album tops Ready for me is because this album was like Ready on steroids. It was Ready but better sonically. There isn't a song on the regular version that I don't like. Hail Mary had to grow on me. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't like Hail Mary when it first came out. I had to listen to that song and keep listening, and eventually I liked the song. It was the song that had to grow on me, and that's what I don't like. I don't like when any of Trey's songs have to grow on me. I don't like it. I have to love it instantly. Dive In, Panty Wetter, oh my god. Heart Attack. Greatest video Trey has ever done in his life. Playing Hard, 2 Reasons, Hail Mary. 2 Reasons is another song that had to grow on me. I liked the song, but I didn't go crazy until I saw the video. Hail Mary, Don't Be Scared. Pretty Girls Lie, Bad Decisions, Forever Yours, Inside Interlude. God, okay. Fumble, Without a Woman. Without a fucking woman. That's my favorite song on this album, is Without a Woman. Because I love it when Trey just sang. Interlude for You, Simply Amazing. Never Again. Never Again was totally left field. Never Again sounds absolutely nothing that I would expect Trey to sound like, but I loved it. I really loved the song, and the video was shot in Philly. And then Check Me Out with Diddy and Meek Mill. Now on the bonus records, he has Ladies Go Wild. Almost Lose It. That song is a country song. I can hear Tim McGraw sing that shit. I can hear Garth Brooks sing that shit. That song is a country song, and Trey sang the fuck out of that song, and I love it. And if you like me, you don't pay attention to the words. And it sounds so sweet. And in your mind, I don't know if I'm the only one that does this, but when I listen to a song on an album, I imagine what the video would be like. So in my mind, I'm thinking Trey is the groom, and he's standing there, and he sees his wife to be walk down the aisle. He sees his wife to be walk down the aisle, and she's so beautiful, and because of that, he almost loses it. Cause some grooms get emotional. They see their baby walking down there, and they about to make this thing official, and they might shed a tear or two. Don't make them no punk. You know what I mean? So he talking about his knees getting weak, and I'm just thinking he's speaking as the groom. But if you really listen to it, you realize, no, the love of his life is marrying someone else. My nigga Trey is in the back of the church, in the back pew next to Bertha, who's drunk all the time, smell like cheap ass gin, watching the love of his life walk down and marry another nigga. Because when he says, I wonder from my seat, does he know she was meant for me? And it's like, wait a minute, dude. Wait a minute. Oh! So that song was amazing. I wish that song was on the regular version of the album, because that song is A1 all the freaking way. There's nothing bad, again, that I could say about this album. There's nothing bad that I could say about this era. Chapter 5 was the shit. It was the #1 album, his first #1 album, and it was a great body of work. I loved how it flowed. You know what I'm saying? Each song followed good right behind the other. It didn't sound like just some random ass playlist. However, it is not my favorite. This album right here, I don't give a fuck how nobody feel. This is his best album. Yeah. No, don't shake your head. No, fuck that. Don't shake your head. No. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I'm going to tell you why. And never mind this testicle on my forehead. Don't look at it. Aretha Franklin is on this album. Aretha fucking Franklin is on this man's first album. That should be enough of an argument by itself. Gotta make it, cheat on you, gotta go. Ooh, I hate that song. All the ifs, you're behind, from a woman's hand, kinda loving it, coming for you, just wanna cut prelude, just wanna cut. In the freaking middle, make love tonight, hate and love, gotta go reprise, where he shouted all of Virginia and the DMV, and gotta go remix featuring Aretha Franklin and fucking Juvenile. Are you serious? Where can you debate this shit? How can you debate this shit? This album was his best album. Trey sang the fuck out of this album. From a Woman's Hand. When have you ever heard Trey sing like that since? But From a Woman's Hand, I felt this nigga's pain, and he made me fucking cry as if I didn't have a father. Okay, the first song is A Message from Aretha. That's the first. So the first, right out the gate, you get hit by the Queen. So to let you know, the Queen of Soul jumps in the shit and lets you know, prepares you for some shit that's about to go down. Don't let anybody tell you what you can't do. You better say that, Aretha. What? Just Gotta Make It featuring Twister. The very first song, the very first time I heard Trey was this record right here, and I loved it because he was talking about something different. I hate that shit when people talk about all Trey talks about is sex. No, the fuck he don't. If you listen to his album and listen to his music and listen to his very first record, nothing about it is sex. He's sexy, he has baby making music, but that's not all he talks about, so shut the fuck up with that. So I love the fact that he was being so honest and talking about, hey, a 9 to 5, it ain't gonna cut it for me. I need something bigger. I have dreams, and a 9 to 5 is going to do nothing but hold me back. and I don't have much right now, but boo, is you gonna ride with me? It felt like he was talking to us listeners and telling us, look, I ain't got a lot of shit, but I got a lot of talent, I got a lot of dedication, and I have big dreams. Are you gonna roll with me? I ain't got it right now, but when I do, boo boo, it's gonna be amazing. All I need for you to do is ride out with me. And damn it, I bought my ticket. And I've been riding every fucking since with this album. What can you say about this album besides even You're Behind? Yes, You're Behind is a silly ass record, and I know I said like I don't really care for silly ass records, but You're Behind, I like it because it felt like it was honest, and I felt like it was coming straight from Trey's heart, and at the time it was fitting because Trey was that nigga that would be in every fucking photo with chucking the deuces with his hand in his pants, fucking with his pubic hairs. And you know what? A nigga like that would sing a song about somebody's big behind. So, yes, I'm here for Your Behind. Shawty, I want you so, so bad. You run it through my mind. All I see is your behind. You got a backside on you, girl. Make me want to act right. Make me want to spend a couple stacks just to sit and watch you from the back. Yes! That is poetic. I think that is poetic. I think that is profound. I think that is a beautiful thing for a man to say to a woman. If a man was to come and tell me that he would spend a couple stacks just to stand and watch me from the back, I would probably marry that nigga. All the freaking ifs. I'm wishing I could run that back, but in life you can't press rewind. And the only way to fix this thing is to go back in time. And if I had my way, yesterday would be right now. Instead of fighting, we be making love to the sun window. Chapter 5 can't fuck with I gotta make it. Passion, pain, and pleasure can't fuck with I gotta make it. Ready can't fuck with I gotta make it. And Trey Day for damn sure can't fuck with I gotta make it. Imagine how I felt listening to I gotta make it, and then 2 years later I get Trey Day. Yes, I'm happy for this album. Yes, I like the album. Yes, I love the album. But compared to his first album, nigga, please. I remember going on TreySongs.com and he had this thing on top of his website where it was like messages. It was like Say Now, but before Say Now came out. And I remember it was 3 messages. And there was 2 of them. But the third one, he was singing Stevie Wonder, These 3 Words. And I just remember how I would just shake and just be like, oh my God, Trey married me. Like, this nigga had me going off that first album and nothing can fuck with it. However, this new record, Timeless, I'm catching the feeling that it's gonna be like I gotta make it, but grown man type shit. And I can't wait to hear it because Timeless, that's a bold statement, that's a bold album title, and I feel that Trey could live up to it because I said in one of my previous videos, Trey is going to have to do some other shit, and Timeless is setting the stage for it. It's setting the bar for it, and that's what they do. They raise the bar. So with an album title like Timeless, I'm expecting great shit, and I'm sure that he's going to give it to me because this song's sensational. I think it's a teaser song, but I really love that song. I really, really do. It reminds me of his first album. And you know, you clearly see how much I go off for that first album. So feel free to leave your opinions on what's your favorite, what's your list of his favorite albums, how you would place them. What's your number 1, your number 2, your number 3, your number 4, your number 5. And, you know, get at me on Twitter. We can discuss this. Go back and forth, exchange opinions. So me and my testicle friend here, check the deuces. Trey, I love you. Mwah.